They say that a person's childhood years are essential for building up their personality, values, and beliefs in life. At the younger ages, kids still observe the world and try to imitate those that are around them. This is why experts recommend that the adults surrounding kids should set a good example needed for their development. Even in the aspect of love, the adults near us, especially our parents, affect how we view and approach it. The way of parenting you received as a child has way more effect in your love life now than what you would expect. In today's inspiration calling video, we will bring to you the different parenting styles or how we were brought up as children and how it affects our perception and approach on love. But before we even get there, help us grow our community by subscribing to our channel. This is a safe space to learn more about you, your personality, and anything involving psychology. Please don't forget to click the notification bell too so we can notify you whenever we upload new content. If you're done with that, let's get straight into the video. 1. People pleaser. Parents who are highly critical and protective of their children tend to raise them to constantly want to be the nice kid and do the right thing. They do this out of concern that they will end up supporting the family. These are pleasers' daily problems. Because of their tendency to please, pleasers have developed the skill of paying close attention to others, to the point where they are adept at interpreting their emotions. They feel obligated to satisfy the demands of others, especially their parents, thus they make an effort to anticipate all potential needs. This is also the key reason why they find it difficult to refuse requests or express their own ideas. This might manifest as a severe fear of conflict and rejection as an adult if it is not adequately addressed. If they believe they are not good enough for their spouse, people pleasers have a propensity to leave partnerships. If you or your spouse has this personality type, it is best to start by discussing your feelings and your desires rather than having them perform actions you believe are expected of them. Instead of constantly focusing on what you can do for others, you need to practice thinking about what you genuinely want. Tell them they are more than enough for you and that it's all right to express their frustrations. 2. The victim card. Children who have to grow up in dysfunctional, chaotic homes with violent, aggressive, or both of their parents' behavior often end up as victims. They are typically young children who have very low self-esteem, are distant from their aspirations, and behave as quietly as they can. Even as adults, these behaviors might emerge to the point that they cause anxiety or sadness. Additionally, they are more drawn to domineering personalities and might become very docile in relationships. This is because it makes them think of their parents, and people are drawn to familiar feelings even if they need them to endure discomfort once more. They always fear that things may return to being awful, and if this worry is not treated, anxiety disorders may develop. It is crucial that those with this personality learn self-love and the value of standing up for themselves because of this. Always keep in mind that a relationship is neither solid or healthy if you have to put up with everything. 3. The controller. When you were young, people may have criticized you for being too mature for your age, but in truth, you may have felt alone and had to take care of yourself. Do you favor solving your issues on your own? Do you frequently become irate when something doesn't go according to plan? If you answered yes to either of those questions, you potentially belong to the controller group. As children, controllers frequently felt abandoned and unprotected. They had to develop early self-reliance, independence, and tenacity. Because they believe that this is the only way they can keep control, controllers make every effort to avoid feelings like fear, insecurity, and powerlessness even as adults. Typically, rather than seeing anger as a sign of weakness, controllers see it as a way to feel stronger. Controllers are extremely unwilling to leave their comfort zone since doing so makes them feel exposed and unprotected. They also like coming up with their own answers to problems on their own. Controllers exhibit excessively demanding and patronizing conduct in relationships, and may even attempt to take control over their partner. To be able to maintain a good relationship, controllers need to learn to trust, let go, and control their own rage. 4. The vacillator. Children whose parents are highly erratic often grow to believe that no one cares about them. Vacillators have a continual worry that their parents may fail them again ever since they were young. As a result, their desire for love intensifies greatly. They idealize love and partnership because they have such a strong need for a committed connection. This is bad since you are prone to developing doubts and anxieties at even the most minor inconveniences or disputes you and your partner might experience. Vacillators often struggle internally and experience a great deal of emotional tension due to their acute sensitivity and propensity to place a lot of weight on little things. To build safe, wholesome connections, this love type would benefit from learning how to maintain composure and allowing relationships time to develop naturally. It would be better for them to take their time getting to know someone and manage their expectations rather than making impulsive commitments and raising their risk of being let down in the end. Have you ever felt that no one really gets you? Do you experience a lot of emotional tension and internal conflict in your relationships? Because you can sense things like when someone is already backing away from you, would you describe yourself as very sensitive? All of those inquiries would receive a yes from a vacillator. 5. Avoidant lover. If one's parents constantly advise them to suck it up, they would likely become avoiders as adults. They are indoctrinated with the fallacious notion that expressing your emotions and sentiments makes you weak at an early age. Additionally, because their parents are unwilling to provide for them, they are the kind of children who learned independence and how to set aside their feelings and needs as early as possible. Once they reach adulthood, they find it challenging to rely on others. Instead, they maintain a certain distance from their friends, family, and other loved ones, believing that they must rely more on reason and logic than on their emotions. They frequently appear emotionless in the face of a challenge because they choose to handle things that way. Nothing is more uncomfortable for avoiders than expressing their emotions and dealing with others' mood swings. It would be really useful to gradually learn how to be more honest with your feelings if you yourself are an avoider. If anything hurts you or makes you sad or angry, you don't have to hide it. In any case, open and honest communication is necessary for a mature and healthy partnership. It may be challenging for your avoidant partner to find the appropriate words to convey their feelings. You can encourage them by assisting them in naming and describing the emotions they are experiencing at the time. It's crucial that you give kids a secure environment. Do you frequently let others know that everything is okay and that you'll recover fast from any bad situations? Do you remember your family only sometimes talking about private topics when you were a child? Would you rather be left alone? If you said that you did, you might wish to consider the avoidant group. That's it for today's video. You can leave any of your questions, suggestions, or reactions in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is up. Until next time. Thank you for watching.